morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and welcome back to day two of the 14th Global Mobile Broadband Forum. As those of you who were here yesterday may recall, my name is Gavin Allen. I'm the Executive Editor-in-Chief of Huawei, and I will be hosting this session today. It's also great to see so many of you here today and some familiar faces, which I think is a testament to the quality and the compelling nature of yesterday's keynote speeches, and I promise you a similarly strong lineup today. Yesterday we heard a lot about the business and industry value of wireless networks, and we're going to continue on that theme today, digging a bit deeper with more analysis from global operators and industry experts to give us their take on the 5G and 5.5G enabled technologies and their evolution. So let's get straight to the agenda, and a quick reminder that you do have those simultaneous interpretation headsets should you require them. And first of all, to present today's opening speech, which is "Small is Big Enough to Shake Up the Digital World," please give a warm welcome to the Huawei board member and President of ICT Products and Solutions, Yang Qiaobin. Qiaobin.
Welcome to Dubai, and welcome to the 14th Mobile Broadband Forum. So today, I wanted to talk about indoor digitalization. Someone maybe think that the indoor is quite a small market. Yes, it is small. But anyway, it is critical and important to the operator's network. We know that for the mobile network, we should provide ubiquitous user experience across the whole country, which include the urban areas, suburban areas, and the rural areas. But also, the indoor is still the critical one. Because we notice that more than 80% of the traffic in the mobile network are generated in the indoor environment. Of course, the majority of the traffic in the indoor environment still needed to be provided by the outdoor base station. But there is still lots of the hotspot. In order to provide our customers the ubiquitous user experience and plenty of capacity, it's impossible to provide it by the outdoor base station. For example, in the shopping mall, in the airport, and in the stadiums, the capacity, the traffic density requirement is hundreds of times more than the outdoor areas. So that's why we should be focused on critical one. This is the indoor solution. So normally the indoor solution is provided by the distributed antenna system. But anyway, in 5.5G area, or in 5G advanced area, it's impossible for distributed antenna system to fulfill the capacity and coverage. There are four bottlenecks. The first one, today, majority of the distributed antenna system, it can only support one transmitter and one receiver. We know that today most of the 5G smartphone has already support 4 receiver, which means that the smartphone can receive 4 streams from the infrastructure. But the distributed antenna system can only provide 1 stream, so which leads to the poor performance. The second one, if we wanted to reach the target of 5.5G, we know that in 5.5G, the downlink speed should reach to more than 10 Gbps. If we wanted to reach 10 Gbps, which means that we need more spectrum, more wideband spectrum. So in the future, all of the wideband spectrum will be higher than 3.5 gigahertz. So in the following years, we noticed that all of the new spectrum discussed in different countries may all focus on 3.5 5 gigahertz, above 3.5 gigahertz. For example, 3.8 to 4.2, 4.9, up 6 gigahertz millimeter wave. So this is a wideband frequency band. Only with such kind of frequency band, we know that the polarity on the position. For distributed antenna system, it's impossible to provide position technologies, capabilities in the indoor environment. But in outdoor, we can use satellite. So in the indoor, we must use some other alternatives to provide position capabilities. Then the last one is still related with the maintenance. For the indoor system, it will be quite difficult to operate to maintain in field. We must do the maintenance and optimization remotely. But for the distributed antenna system, it is passive components. So it will be impossible for operator to do the maintenance remotely. So based upon, because such kind of lots of problems with the distributed antenna system, so we expect that this year will be the turning point between distributed antenna system and the digital indoor solution. So this year, the market of digital indoor solution will be bigger than that of distributed antenna system. So if we look at the future, we know that next year, the first release of 5G Advanced or 5.5G will be available Q2 next year. So which means that in 5.5G area, if we wanted to reach the user experience more than 10 Gbps, we will need more frequency band. So this is already happening across the whole world. Only with more frequency band, it is possible to provide a high user experience. Then with the introduction of 5G into the business market, it will also need the new capabilities of the mobile system. So let's have a look at the video, what we will offer, new product we will offer in the indoor environment. So this is our new lamp size solution. So it is compact design, only 1 liter and 1 kilo. So I can fish by 2 fingers. So normally I will not compare our lamp size solution with the others because all of the others is far behind. I just compared this one with our legacy. Regarding the size, regarding the weight, it is 40% less than the legacy one. So which means that it will be much easier for operator to install with 1 person and 1 hand. Maybe you will have some concern for such a small product, whether you have reduced the capability. The answer is no. For such a kind of small product, just 1 liter and 1 kilo, it can support 4 segments of the frequency band, which can support sub 1 gigahertz, sub 3 gigahertz, C-band plus millimeter wave. So in this way, one box can support the peak throughput can reach more than 10 Gbps, both in the downlink and in the uplink. Then the second one, normally I think there are lots of the legacy device. Some of the device only support 2G, 3G, and there are lots of the IoT device can only support GPS. So for in the indoor environment, different kind of radio access technologies still need to be supported in the next 5 years. So for this small box, we will continuously support 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Yeah, and also different kind of IoT technologies, GPS, narrowband IoT, Cat 1, Cat 4 in LTE, and also lead cap in 5G, 5.5G. Yeah. So if we need to support different frequency band and different kind of radio access technologies, if we, from the network architecture point of view, if we compare with that of the distributed antenna system, it can be greatly simplified. So in the left side of the slide, you can see that this is one example. If in 10,000 square meters in the indoor environment, if we use the distributed antenna system, we will need one baseband unit, 15 RUs, and there are more than 600 power split, yeah, and also 84 antennas. But with the distributed antenna system, it only needs one baseband unit, 3 R hub, and 28 peak RUs. So which means that the network architecture can be greatly simplified. The deployment cost can be greatly reduced. Normally in the hotspot, for example, in the airport or in the stadiums, the landlord will not allow different operators to deploy different systems. So network sharing in such a kind of hotspot is a mandatory requirement. So for the frequency band, for each of the frequency band, we will support 4 wideband. For example, in the C band, it can support 400 megahertz. And in the millimeter wave, it can support 1.2 gigahertz. So which means that in this way, one box can be shared by 3 or 4 operators in that countries. Another one, though this box is quite small, but we know that in the indoor environment, one peak RU will not be independently deployed. We should use all of the peak RUs that are deployed in the indoor environment to let them work as one massive MIMO in the outdoor base station. Only in this way, it can provide extra user experience and extra capacity. So with our dedicated design in the antenna and our algorithms in the baseband unit, so we will, based upon this small cell solution, we will provide distributed massive MIMO. With this solution, the capacity can be improved by 4 times, and the single user experience can also be improved by 4 times. We know that in the indoor market, especially in the indoor business market, to the B2B market, the requirement to the B2B market is quite different from that of the consumer market. In the B2B market, the majority of the traffic is come from in the uplink. So in this small cell, we can provide the uplink capacity up to 10 gigabps. So which can mean the requirement of all of the business market requirement. Then the second one, it can support the position. We use UTDOA technologies, can provide position capabilities in the indoor environment. Then another one is regarding the latency. Based upon our practice in the 5G, we noticed that in the business market, the most important one is that the infrastructure should provide reliable latency. So with this solution, we can provide the reliable latency. Then anyway, yeah, in the indoor environment, there are lots of the legacy IoT models. So in this way, all of the from 2G to 5G, all of the IoT technologies in the mobile radio access technologies can be supported. We know that the hotspot traffic is the traffic model is totally different from the outdoor network. In the why we call it hotspot, which means that it will not be hot across the whole 24 hours. It will have the peak hour, it will have the idle hours. So in this product, we introduced the 0-bit, 0-watt technologies. So in the in the right side of slide, you can see that for this product, if it deployed in the indoor environment for 1 peak IO, in the peak hours, the average power consumption is less than 30 watt. But in idle times, the power consumption is less than 1 watt. Yeah. So such a kind of things, it doesn't mean that it doesn't relate with the deeper domain. The most challenging one is it is on-demand wake up. When there is traffic, it can wake up in second. So we have the calculation. If we look at if we look at the Shenzhen metro scenarios, if we calculate in the 24 hours, so if we use this technology, the power consumption can be reduced by 50%. Hong Kong Telecommunication always focus on the innovation in the network and also in the business. So today, I'm really glad to invite Chief Technology Officer of Hong Kong Telecom, Sheldon, come to the stage and to share with us about their practice.
Thanks. Yep. Thanks, Mr. Yang, for the opportunity for me to share with you the latest development in HKT about the 5G and what is the opportunity of this technology. So first of all, I would like to share with you, okay, in the past few years, Hong Kong T is already deployed a territory-wide 5G coverage in the low band, mid band, and also in the C band already. So what is our next target? And we are going to focus in this, we call it 10 gigabit per second business district. In this district, okay, that means we are going to deploy the U6 gig and also the millimeter wave in this area. But there's two major opportunity there. First is for the superior XR experience, and you can see that we can offer a lot of new services by this advanced technology, like all the AR game, AR shopping, and a lot of AR billboard. You saw that, and even it's upcoming, all the glassless 3D entertainment. So all require very huge bandwidth to achieve this. And in this 10 gigabit per second business district, that means all the indoor and outdoor area will have this experience, homogeneous experience for the extreme speed. And we are already demonstrate, okay, for our outdoor area, for the real-time live streaming, for the firework, just at the beginning of this month. So you can see that more than 500,000 people is surrounding the harbor of Hong Kong, and then we can offer the real-time live streaming to the TV broadcast real-time. So this is a great achievement in our company, and we demonstrate we have the technical capability to achieve this target. So what's the initial benefit for building this kind of great network? First of all, the traffic. Okay, we have a growth in data traffic for around 23% in the past few months. And also a lot of users, they join our AR ecosystem. A lot of shops, merchants, users, they join this ecosystem. And then there's already 300,000 Hong Kong citizens, they are using our AR service nowadays. And for the merchant, they have also a revenue growth around 3.5 million Hong Kong dollar per month. Okay, this is just a beginning because we need a lot of education promotion of this new business model. Okay, so what is the new opportunity by having this kind of business district? First of all, okay, there's a change, okay, in the business model. In this business district, 70%, 20% of the merchant, they will require a digital upgrade in their whole service. Okay, they are required 4K pay TV service. They require AR shopping, AR marketing, all the things they need very huge bandwidth. So for an operator, so how can we provide such a huge network coverage with huge speed? Okay, but I can tell you, we have changed the whole business model by we call it this B2B2C model. Okay, right now in Hong Kong, we are start to sell the network as a service. What's the meaning is in the past, it's very consumer focused, and then we are build the coverage for the consumer. Now, we are asking the merchant, they subscribe our network service. They pay monthly rental to us to offer them with indoor coverage in order to provide them unparalleled network service so that they can have a deterministic experience to the end customer. And then they can have new business relationship with their own user. Actually, this is our end user, right? And the end user is willing to pay them with the product, and then the merchant is willing to give us more capital to build out the network. So this is the X2B2C model we are using. And also by having very good network coverage and high connectivity, we also have a lot of new connection opportunities is coming in 5.5G. Okay, thanks to the accurate positioning in 5.5G, RedCap, passive IoT, then a lot of new kind of connectivity is coming. Okay, first of all, it's like the enhanced shopping experience. In the later, when I have a 5.5G handset together with a RedCap device, I can achieve the precise shopping coupon pushing. And also by making use of passive IoT, I can also achieve the insensible payment when they check in and check out a shopping mall. And regarding the connecting hospital is another important to-be solution. We can achieve the medical equipment inventory, and also all the patient positioning can be achieved inside a hospital very easily. And regarding the warehouse connectivity, there's also a new opportunity there. So all the stock in or stock out in a warehouse later on can be done in a very seamless way. And all the audit and counting of all the inventory inside a warehouse can be done in real time. That will create a totally new X2B2C market in the upcoming futures. Okay, that's the end of my sharing. I would like to hand over the time back to Mr. Yang to share with us more to B applications.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Shelton. Thanks for Shelton to share with us Hong Kong Telecom's practice in the business distributed areas. Now I wanted to share one more case with you, which is related with smart manufacture. With the capabilities of our digital indoor solution, it can provide quite high uplink capabilities, and which has position capabilities, which can also provide reliable latency across the whole network. So this is one factory in China called Medium. Yeah, Medium produces washing machine. So they have deployed 5G digital indoor solution across the whole factory. We call it fully connected factories. All of the equipment are connected by 5G. So they deploy such a kind of solution across production, inspection, transport, and warehouse. Yeah. So to help them to realize the digitalization. So the result is that after they finish the digitalization, so the production time for one washing machine reduced from 15 seconds to 7 seconds. And for the detection of the bad part, the detection rate have been increased from 80% to 99%. And in the warehouse, they need to search for the good. And searching for the good time, it has been reduced by 80%. So here is a summary related with our new line-per-site solution. So this is the most compacted product in the mobile industry. Yeah, just 1 liter, 1 kilo, with the lowest energy consumption and with the powerful capabilities. Both uplink and downlink speed can reach to 10 gigabps, and it also can be provided huge amount of the capabilities which can fit the requirement in the business market. Yeah. So we hope that we can together jointly light up the digital world in 5.5G era. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chauvin, for sharing your insights into the continued evolution, indeed the continuous evolution of wireless networks. And thank you too to Sheldon Yao, the CTO of Hong Kong Telecommunications, a welcome guest appearance and an impressive double act to start this session today. Now, we're here in the Middle East, and the region has long played an important part in the digital world. But what strategies does it have to ensure it stays at the forefront of that technological adoption in future? Well, to give us some answers to that question, let me introduce Bocar Bar, the CEO and board member for Samina Telecommunications Council in the UAE, with his keynote speech on creating a digitally sustainable Middle East through cross-industry integration. 5G empowers a better Middle East. Bocar.
Excellencies, industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure to be here at this 14th Global Mobile Broadband Forum, MBBF, which is a platform that offers insights into what I believe is happening in the region in terms of digital development in view of 5G advancements. A strong foundation for the evolution of mobile technologies has been set here through unwavering commitment of regional government and the private sector, including technology pioneers. I would like to congratulate Huawei Technology on an exceptional journey in the region toward building a momentum on 5G development over the past several years. Your role is critical and your contributions are tremendous. Ladies and gentlemen, since 2018, the journey of 5G development has been a challenging one, both in terms of investment, proving that those investments would be rightly made, exploring the most impactful area where 5G could make dramatic socio-economic impact, making regulatory adjustments, among several other areas. Now, nearly almost in 2024, we can take comfort in the fact that 5G is a reality and is a window to a wide array of opportunities, new possibilities, and new ways to collaborate with both existing and emerging ecosystem partners. Hence, I am confident that by this time next year, we will have brought 5G's next evolutionary phase into reality. Colleagues, digital transformation, technology integration, and economic diversification are the three main pillars of inclusive progress that we are seeing here in the region, especially in the Middle East, and particularly in the GCC. Because mobile technology has a direct impact in strengthening these pillars and supporting the anticipated socio-economic revolution in what we hope would be a sustainable digital future. The context here is that there is much that we need to gain from 5G by harnessing its true potential. Maximizing the true potential of 5G and implementing real-life use cases through sustainable advancement is now a top priority. Ranging from millions of jobs, enhancing productivity, to meeting global connectivity goals, there is a lot at stake here linked directly to 5G. For instance, as a part of integration of digital technologies I referred to earlier, with better prospect of improved data accessibility, improved productivity, efficient use of assets, including digital assets, improved processes, growth can be accelerated. And in some use cases, we can even observe a direct impact of advanced technologies on the livelihood and well-being of those working in those industries. Just 2 years back, in October 2021, the Chinese city of Tianjin opened a container terminal that serves as a model for ports around the world, and this global operation trades with more than 800 ports across 200 countries. The port of Tianjin, a historic economic center in China, is now an ideal operation, and 5G has utterly changed the game over there. 5G-based smart technologies have brought forth higher capacity to handle cargo while improving working conditions and enabling the use of renewable energy sources and thus reducing the environment impact. As you know, Dubai will be the host of COP28 in a couple of months. This is a tremendous contribution of 5G. It proves how important and diversified 5G use cases have been successfully defined and implemented. It also proves that the integration of the ICT industry with other industries can effectively address multiple fronts, including making progress on the Sustainable Development Goals, those so-called SDGs. In the Middle East, in our region, 5G is enabling digital transformation of the oil and gas industry using IoT devices and systems, sensors, AR, VR, robotics control, automated guided vehicles, etc. Similarly, we see the role of digital technology on the education front, and for the sake of giving you an example from a neighboring country, we see that in Uzbekistan, children are being prepared to lead in the modern life using digital technologies. A complete digital education ecosystem is being developed, providing digital tools for all members of the educational process, ranging from regulatory authorities to education administrator, all the way to the students. So imagine the possibility that can be created by harnessing the power of 5G in terms of real-time AI-based capabilities, automation of classroom facilities, automation of teachers' tasks, and virtual classroom using the power of 3D simulations, virtual and augmented reality. As the 5G journey continues and 5G itself evolves toward 5G Advanced, with, as mentioned before, RedCap, 5G devices emerging in the new industrial IoT ecosystem, and fixed wireless access being offered across a significant portion of the 5G networks around the world, it would be critical to unlock access to new capital to support 5G Advanced. 5G Advanced, as we unearth hidden potential of 5G in the general sense, can offer strong prospect of technology development, creating new value for the ICT, the adjacent sectors, and other industry now directly enabled by the ICT industry. In general, ICT-enabled solutions are driving impact across various sectors all around the region, where smart manufacturing, agriculture, smart buildings, and mobility are now a name of the game. Moreover, ICT and other technologies such as modern sensors, big data and artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things can contribute in the aiding of transition to green economies by driving carbon emission reduction and thereby generating additional cost saving, revenue, and wider societal benefits. In addition to supporting many of these use cases, what 5G Advanced can help achieve is improved experience for people and machines. Truly immersive experiences will be possible thanks to the use of extended reality, in which the physical and virtual world will be fused. This can really enhance navigation and logistics system, provide smart power grid control, industrial automation, and real-time financial transactions. By further enhancing the 5G system foundation through improved speeds, maximum coverage, enhanced mobility and power efficiency, and greater network operational and cost efficiencies, 5G Advanced may very well help mitigate connectivity gaps for underserved area and communities. So colleagues, given the scale of investments required to achieve so many connections on the 5G and the 5G Advanced era, and given a rising aspiration to create a 10 gigabyte society in the region, and remember, this is in addition to connecting the 2.6 billion people around the world to a broadband network, we do need to reflect on and realize new ways in how such high-level connectivity will be provided, funded, and financed. Over the last 2 years, significant efforts have been made to highlight and press upon the need to identify and reach out to new stakeholders, especially in the digital economy players, to contribute, and moreover, new methods and new financial instruments have also been brought to surface, and my organization, Samina Council, is actively pursuing realization of its proposition on this frontier with relevant stakeholders, including renowned financial institutions and investment groups. However, actual unlocking access of capital remain a reclusive goal. The challenge will not be much different from advancing 5G to beyond 5G. There is no shortage of capital. It is access to the capital which is the challenge. There remain a persistent lack of trailblazing on this front, and it demands more than ever before that meaningful and urgent collaboration be put into effect to both bring meaningful connectivity to the unconnected and to bring 5G Advanced, or if you like, 5.5G into reality, which is the theme of our discussion today. Unleashing the value of mobile networks undeniably necessitates that there be full regulatory enablement and regulatory agility so that win-win propositions among all our industry stakeholders, including, for example, telecom operators and regulators and technology providers, can be achieved. Because we are operating in a digital environment where boundaries are increasingly shrinking, it's important to create a progressive digital sector regulatory environment that incentivizes required infrastructure investment through agility, adaptation, by eradicating unpredictability, enabling cost-cutting through reduced licensing fees, WRC is going to happen very soon, and reduced taxation or levies, aligning better with global effort and trends by fostering equality and by banking on each other's strengths. It's the regulatory agility that can expedite not only administrative processes, for example, in fiber deployment or spectrum allocation, but also speed up openness to regulatory sandbox approaches, for instance, on a cross-border data flow, which are central to the digital economy, to competing in the fourth industrial revolution, and which are so important to regional telecom operators in terms of scalability of digital services. More so, with agile regulatory approaches, we can further gain the confidence that challenges such as IoT standardization, emerging challenges in expectation from 5G RedCap, wearables, medical devices, surveillance, and industrial sensors can be timely addressed. Samina Telecommunication Council observes that regulatory agility in the 5G era is more likely to be achieved in markets where regulators and government are already treading the path to G5 collaborative regulation. As the journey continues, however, and as the number of connected devices is increasing, attributable in part to the growing Internet of Things, new trends in cloudification and new capabilities created by cloud computing, we not only have a big opportunity canvas for non-ICT sectors and industries, such as education, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, agriculture, and others, but we also have an equally big challenge of securing those connections. Where our shift from 4G to 5G, among other factors, may have been driven by low latency, the next step from 5G to 5G Advanced and beyond would be driven by higher data rates, higher network intelligence, greater spectral efficiency, and superior network experiences that are provided in a secured cyber environment. In such a scenario, it's only imaginable that new possibilities are ahead of us, but making these possibilities realities, it's crucial to build the necessary confidence in these technological capabilities and build digital trust. What also necessary is empowering telecom operators. New requirements posed by technology and networks of the 5G era, smarter devices, even smarter consumers, investors, business models, shareholders, global agenda and goals, and by government are tremendous and have created new pressures for network operators. The fact that this region is also home to some of the most well-defined ICT and economic diversification visions in the world and has the capacity for engaging in strong international coordination and collaboration, expectations are that the path to unleashing the true potential of 5G networks will be rewarding in the long run. Last night, it was a pleasure to recognize, appreciate, and encourage the role that operators and regulators have played in fostering 5G development in the region, paving the path for evolutionary 5G advancement. Samina Council acknowledged that all stakeholders have key strengths on which we all can bank on, and these strengths should become the basis for our collaboration in developing a strong, sustainable, and prolific 5G ecosystem here in the Middle East, in Central Asia, and all neighboring regions. Such recognition and bringing key strengths of all industry players to the fore, I believe would play a critical role to support 5G technology evolution, business strategies, regional visions, and global goals for a sustainable digital future. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much and wish you all success in this forum. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bokar, for that view from the perspective of Samina Telecommunications Council. Thank you. And let's stay with the Middle East now, and our next keynote speech on unlocking tomorrow, navigating the 5G, cloud native, and AI revolution. And for that, I'll give the floor over to the Chief Technology and Information Officer for Etisalat UAE by EAND, and that is Khalid Mashed. Khalid.
Good morning. A very interesting morning, as it appears from the first and second speeches by Yang and Bukhar. Thank you very much for enlightening us. 5G indoor digitization, certainly an interesting topic. And the power of 5G and going towards and beyond that, and the investment that the industry and the society is bidding on 5G to revolutionize the way that we do things and businesses. This is very interesting. I'm going to give you the perspective of the operator now from that. So bear with me. I'm not going to teach you technology. We have Huawei to do that for us all day. I'm going to give you what does technology mean to us and how are we practically implementing it to foster, augment revenue generation and customer retention. And last but not least, improve customer experience. But before we do that, let me tell you a little bit of an introduction about what Etisalat or EAN has been doing for the past 2 years. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about our transformation from a telco giant in the region to a techco giant globally. And let me tell you what does that mean. As most of you know, we operate in around 16 countries around the world with a population, a total population of 600 million in those countries. We always take pride of being number one or at worst number two when it comes to value share, but mostly number one when it comes to NPS and customer experience. We are expanding subject to some regulatory approval in Europe, where it will be our platform to expand also internationally in Europe and in that important market. Etisalat UAE by EAN is the telco, of course, is the home operator for EAN Group and is considered as an innovation hub for the entire group. And I'm going to explain that right now. This is the structure of EAN. Etisalat by EAN, as you can see, is always the innovation platform. Things are implemented and grown here in the UAE and then taken out to foster and augment other verticals. EAN International, this is the entity that expands our footprint internationally, manage the operation across those 16 countries we were talking about, and even explore the potential of expanding this even further. EAN Life, this is what I call the consumer digital. Things like the fintech. And by the way, if you didn't yet install the fastest growing fintech app in UAE, you should do that, EAN Money. Very interesting application. Entertainment, fintech, anything that relates to consumer digital. They do that with things like the homegrown fintech application EAN Money, or by active collaboration and active partnership with others. I'm sure you heard about Careem, our stake acquisition in Careem, that fits directly under EAN Life. EAN Enterprise, with years and years of experience in cloud, IoT, and cybersecurity, we wanted to take this further and offer it as a service to the enterprise segment. Capitalizing on those capabilities, in-house capabilities, but also augmenting those with some partnership like Help AG and Smart World and other partnership, DataRobot, for example, to provide cloud services, to provide cybersecurity services, and to provide IoT services. And a lot of our government entities and big enterprises are actively working with those with EAN Enterprise. EAN Capital is responsible for fostering, acquiring, evaluating companies in order for EAN to invest in and probably sometimes augmenting some of the other pillars with services or as a standalone investment. This is a small introduction about what eAnd has been doing the past couple of years. And I'm going to talk about three main technologies here. And the reason I'm linking those together is that for me, 5G is the aggregation of all technologies. We can talk about 5G, 5.5G, but 5G has always been recognized as the technology that will bring all technologies together. Cloud is the ultimate infrastructure for us, whether it's on-prem, whether it's a hybrid on-prem versus public, or whether it's public. And the application movement will always depend on the nature of application and the security and the data privacy concerns that resides in each and every country. AI is the application layer that will enable a lot of use cases. So I'm going to talk to you not about the actual technologies, but about what are we doing on those technologies. I couldn't find a better start than to tell you where do we stand when it comes to 5G and how much, of course, pride, but also pressure to sustain this spot in the ranking. As you can see, we are actively enabling United Arab Emirates to become #1 on the global list of Ookla. We're also doing that for the fixed as part of our initiative to become among the best 10 in the world. We are #2 according to Q2 announcement. This is a snapshot of our website. So I'm not listing that as a slide or anything. If you go today to our website, not only you're going to find 5G services like fixed wireless, but you'll also be offered a 5G private campus, a 5G wireless LAN, a 5G mobile edge, which means that we're not only using 5G for our consumer, we're extending the advanced services of 5G to our SMBs and to our enterprise. And we're doing even way more than that. These are some of the sectors that we are actively participating in to provide 5G private network, slicing solutions, and sometimes simple backhauling to their own data centers. Some of these use cases have already been implemented, some are under progress, and some are in the pipeline in the very, very near future. And Huawei is actively participating with us in making this a reality. Cloud strategy. As I said, for us, cloud is an enabler. It's the infrastructure of the future. Our journey with the cloud, very fragmented, multi-private and public environments before 2021, multiple automation and orchestration technologies, but that was for a good reason. We had to spend the time and the right learning curve to learn about this important technology. What have we done starting last year? We have done some unification strategy, unified cloud operating model, unified architecture, most importantly, that governs private and public and hyperscaler clouds all together in one single operating model. Partnership with our hyperscalers. We've signed with Oracle, ERCC. We're bringing them in our data center. We have a long-standing relationship with Azure, as you may know. And we are realizing a TCO value realization out of those things. In the example when I showed you about Salat by EAN, Salat UAE by EAN, we had a lot of digital applications. Most of them actually resides on Azure cloud. And we have realized a lot of saving. Not only saving, but also time to market, scalability, and resiliency were also realized. Going forward, we will capitalize on those partnerships for a multi-cloud environment. The destination of the application will be governed and decided by so many factors, regulatory constraints, or let's say regulatory and the data privacy constraints will decide in a major way how we move and choose the destination of our application. And this is the landscape of our cloud, starting from the end user all the way down to a single operating and the service management layer. You can see on the left, this is the telco vertical, how we purpose-built clouds, but also we have Red Hat, VMware, and now we have Oracle DRCC, and the rest of hyperscalers. You can see from the left all the way to the right, it starts from very private cloud all the way to public hyperscaler clouds. And this is what we have today, by the way. I'm not talking about the future. AI. We have realized the importance of AI. I'm not talking about all the figures that are announced by AI forums around the world and the billions that will be facilitated or saved by AI. Talking about our internal strategy. And for us, it was very simple. 3 phases. Phase number 1, implement use cases using the current Microsoft Azure OpenAI. And capitalizing on our partnership with Microsoft, we have done a lot of use cases, and I'm going to show you some examples of that. But this is public, right? You cannot expose your data to the public, especially as a nation critical service provider. You cannot do that with your sensitive data. Our next step is to utilize the open source foundation models. Bring them on board, again, on an infrastructure like the cloud, for example, DRCC, and then train them with your data to enable more fine-tuned and customized use cases for your own problems to tackle, rather than for everyone else's problem to be tackled. And last but not least, partner with industry leaders to create probably the operator's customized LLM that will be really customized for the use cases that we should care about, to provide hyper-personalization, revenue generation, but also efficiency. This is what we have been doing since the beginning of the year. We have launched our AI Council, our AI First program. More than 190 use cases have been implemented using our Center of Excellence of AI, partnering with our state-of-art technology providers. We have more than identified 6,000 data points and more than 3 billion transactions happening right now, either by automation or by automation powered by AI. And these are some of the use cases. I promise that I will show some use cases. We have integrated ChatGPT with our MS Teams. Today, as we speak, if you receive an offer from Etisalat, if you don't receive an offer, it means that you're high-end and your ARPU is more than enough for us, so don't be worried. If you receive an offer from Etisalat, it will be written by ChatGPT. So our real-time marketing engine takes out all the attributes, all the 6,000 data points to customize a very specific offer for you, but will rephrase that using ChatGPT to be more personalized. And the most important part is that next time if you don't respond, it will learn that you didn't like the message and will rephrase it. This is happening today. We have already launched our generative AI assistant. Today, our new employees, they do not have to come and ask about, for example, how many days of leaves do they have? How do they apply to medical leave? It's all done with a chatbot powered by AI. They can also, if they ask about their leaves, it will also offer to them whether or not they want to apply for one. And they will just do that with a click of a button. And many, many use cases are there. In the area of channels, in the area of KPI modeling, the area of summarization to the meetings, customer care. It will give us the cutting edge when it comes to improved hyper-personalization. And with that, you can achieve so many benefits, as you can imagine. I believe that's it for me. One last slide that was inserted yesterday, thanks to our automation team. They insisted that I put that on. From a network automation point of view, we have been doing a lot of automation. Certainly, last year we have started to augment that with generative AI. Today, a lot of our enterprise and business products are fully automated with a zero touch, from the ordering, fulfillment, and also a lot of use cases in the assurance part. This is the power of automation. More than 1,000 processes were automated, leading to, in many cases, on average, 45% better time to market, and way, way higher accuracy and productivity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Khalid. Plenty for us to reflect on there as we all try to, as you said, unlock tomorrow. Although I particularly like the idea of leaving the technology to Huawei. The advanced mobile networks now have incubated a lot of new experiences and applications, such as glasses-free 3D. So what role does 5G play in fostering and enabling that kind of technological innovation? Well, Jiang Jing, the stereoscopic display project manager of TCL CSOT, has plenty of knowledge and plenty of ideas on that front. And I'd like to invite her up to the stage now to share that knowledge, share those ideas with the rest of us. Jing.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm so happy to be invited to this summit. Today, I'd like to talk about development of 3D display technology and how communications technologies are helping 3D display applications. 3D display has been around for more than 100 years, and in recent decades started a rapid development. Since the movie Avatar, 3D display has been slowly introduced into our daily life, and now we have glasses-free 3D to get stereoscopic images without even wearing real glasses. So far, glasses-free 3D has been mainly used in the fields of smart health care, education, and training, instant messaging, advertising, and consumer electronics. As this technology has been commercialized, has been an obvious transition from highly specialized professional applications to more general fields and daily consumption. In these fields, there are clear requirements for special information. 3D display can meet these requirements and make work much more efficient. In healthcare, for example, data shows that under same surgical conditions, 3D display can help doctors shorten their operating time by 30% to 40%, and the clinical training time can also be reduced by one third. This would allow medical students to engage in practical work sooner. 3D display technology has been researched for a long time. It has gone through many stages, but what are differences between these stages? To figure it out, we need to first understand how people perceive the world in 3 dimensions. As the picture shows, the perception is mainly affected by these factors: binocular parallax, motion parallax, and molecular parallax. Let's start with the most important factor, binocular parallax. A person's eyes are like two cameras arranged side by side. Each eye captures a slight different picture. This difference is called binocular parallax, and it allows our brains to judge the depth and location of objects. The second is motion parallax. When we move, the images we can change. The difference between these images is called motion parallax. It makes our stereoscopic perception more realistic. The last factor is molecular parallax. As the model indicated, we can perceive depth with only one eye. Conventional 3D display faces the divergence accommodation conflict. When we use 3D devices, the focus of two eyes can be in front or behind the display screen, while focus of a single eye is actually on the screen surface. This inconsistency will result in disease, fatigue, and sore eyes. Fortunately, new 3D display device that can support molecular parallax and tackle these problems. We can comfortably enjoy 3D content for a long period of time. In the past, 3D display basically provided by binocular parallax. Although the objects appeared to the left out of this screen, the viewing experience is not that good. In recent years, with the emergence of light field display, people began to pay more attention to motion parallax and molecular parallax in order to improve the using viewing experience. Our company started researching light field display in 2018. Since then, we have implemented the motion parallax function on our glasses free 3D light field displays with 4K resolution, and further implemented molecular parallax function on an 8K resolution screen. In 2021, we developed a single view light field display that achieved binocular parallax and motion parallax and molecular parallax. In 2022, we upgraded it to support multiple viewers. In the future, we will further optimize the display to effect to develop more applications and products. We also explored some extended applications for 3D display. In the past, when users saw 3D displays, they would instinctively reach out to touch them, but only when to find it, they couldn't actually do that. But we were inspired by this recursion. We think is the point, is what we need to develop, and decided to focus on it in our research and development. We combined the eye tracking algorithm, gesture algorithm, and the 3D display algorithm to build a real-time floating touch in action system. Users can interact with 3D model by gestures without needing to touch the screen or using peripheral aids. We not only can see it in the films, we can achieve it in our real life. would like to move on to information transition requirements for 3D displays. As the screen shows, with the screen resolution increase, the 3D display effect becomes clear and more realistic. Naturally, the information volume of 3D display rocketed, not to mention the massive information required by motion parallax, molecular parallax, and online 3D display. As shown in this slide, 3D display with basic Full HD requires a code of rate 6 megabps. If the display resolution reaches 8K, the code rate needs to reach 96 megabps. Major online applications, as we know, are all in need of high definition with no latency. It used to be very hard to handle such high transmission requirements in the past, but now 5G is bringing it into reality. That's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Jing. Thank you. Really fascinating observations and predictions about the qualitative difference that consumers will see on the high street, as it were, thanks to that behind-the-scenes work going on in laboratories. Let's set our sights now on the field of mobile IoT and serving industry customers. And to show how they're leading the way with RedCap and also to identify some new trends for us, we have the Vice President of TD Tech, Ding Xin, with his keynote speech entitled Ushering in a New Era of Cellular IoT and Unleashing New Network Momentum. Xin.
Good morning, honorable guests. I'm Ding Xin from TD Tech. Firstly, let me introduce TD Tech. Bringing connectivity to industry is our vision. TD Tech attaches great importance to technological innovation and spend 20% of our revenue on R&D every year. It has over 2,000 valid patents and operates in over 100 countries worldwide, serving 5 million industry customers. TD Tech was founded in 2005. In this stage, we have successfully achieved the industrialization of TD-SMA standard. It is also the origin of the name TD Tech. During this period, we acquired over 60% market share of China Mobile, one of our major customers. Since 2012, accommodating diversified customer requirements, TD transferred towards the industry and going abroad. Our products have achieved high market share in industry such as airport, 80%, rail transit, 60%, etc. Now we are inviting in multiple fields such as wireless, media, and AI. We hope to work with ecological partners to help customers streamline the last mile of digital transformation. Our business focuses on industry connectivity, and we established 4 business units: terminal and enterprise wireless network are Internet of People business. IoT, aimed at bringing IoT terminals to various industries. Focus on industry customers. We provide basic connectivity such as cellular IoT modules and customized IoT terminals. With over 10 years of industry experience, we have gained deep insights into customers' business. We advocate providing customers with safer, more efficient, smarter, more user-friendly, more diversified, greener connections. Let's take a look at the examples. We provide customized deployment and technical service for industry smart terminal partners, such as providing solution customization on the basis of platform and providing hardware and software reference design. For over 30 industries such as energy, utilities, rail transit, and manufacturing, we work together with over 1,000 partners to form scenario-based solutions. Our slogan, high performance, high reliability, easy integration, and easy management. We also have 5G Innovation Center. It aims to provide one-stop ecosystem service for industry customer and 5G vendors. The service includes R&D, support, quality test, regulation, and industry certification. Standard formulation, ecosystem collaboration. The center has 6 features, such as end-to-end network, complete R&D instruments, extensive industry chain cooperation, full process industry application testing, and so on. Specifically, we currently have RedCap real network test environment. "5G has been applied to accelerate industry digitalization and generate economic benefits. Facing business scenarios, demand-driven, carrying new business and building new capabilities. This is our opportunity and challenge. With the deepening of enterprise digital transformation along the production process, many new capabilities for 5G have emerged. Huawei, in collaboration with operators and industry partners, has created the industry's first 5.5G flexible trail production line. This line meets 4 milliseconds of network latency and ultra-high network reliability. 4 nines. By the way, this cellular IoT model is from TD Tech. For the industry connectivity, 3 trends indicate that more industry and enterprise have recognized the value of 5G. Also, industry connectivity goes deeper from 4 dimensions: scenario, scale, solution, and business. And the depth of the scenario represents 5G entering the core production process of the enterprise. As we know, 5G is not widely expressed due to costs. RedCap realized double optimized performance and cost. First, the significant reduction in module test relative to 5G eMBB, down 70%. And then 5G automatic characteristics are maintained, such as large uplinks, price timing, and low latency. RedCap enabling us meet the development needs of video monitor, industrial manufacturing, and in-vehicle media and other business applications. RedCap increase network capacity and the number of connections, enabling massive connectivity. We started working on RedCap in 2022. We actively participate in 3GPP protocol discussions and carry out the verification of major features, such as large uplink, 5G LAN, and accurate timing with the network. We also actively participate in operators' RedCap white paper working group. And we can provide end-to-end RedCap test environment and for ecological partners. This is our RedCap model products with different packs. They were already commercial, available in end of July this year. We have taken the lead in the commercial validation and first commercialization in electric power, smart manufacturing, FWA, smart security, and other industry. Here are a few examples of our application. The power grid scenarios could be divided into 5 procedures. That is, power generation, power transmission, and power distribution, and power consumption. The most valuable procedure for 5G to be in China is the power distribution. There were 5 main use cases in China grid. That is, differential protection, distribution self-heating, remote monitor control, precise load control, solar control, generation control. We have analysis the detailed requirements, such as 20 to 50 latency, an accuracy of 1 microsecond, and the maturity for the different use cases. Basically, RedCap technology can be widely used for scenario of remote control and monitoring, precise load control, and distributed solar generation. Yet, for differential protection and self-heating, it is still under trial and test phase. For industrial scenario, state connection and AGV are type scenarios. Temperature, speed, voltage, and other sensor data, as well as instrument, PLC, and other control data through the number of mining equipment back to the application platform, complete data analysis and applications. And for AGV, RedCap products are used in AGV scenarios, providing stable and reliability connectivity to avoid AGV interruption caused by Wi-Fi instability. For the video security scenarios, RedCap low cost can further accelerate the mass production and application of 5G-enabled cameras. At the present 19th Asia Games in Hangzhou, Zhejiang, China, Zhejiang Province, our partners used TD Tech's commercial RedCap models for cameras to active security for the Asia Games. Multi-BW features of RedCap meets the requirements. And all in all, RedCap ushering new era of cellular IoT, driving application scaling with terminal lightweight. For industry customers, security, reliability, and service quality are the key factors. Huawei provides the network product. Industry partners and TD provide connection and seasoning. We support topology, configuration, and performance. And through the market feedback, we can reduce TCO. TD Tech is willing to work with the partners to provide customers with connective solution, connective for insight into the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Xin, for sharing that impressive track record of TD Tech in delivering scenario-based solutions. It seems to be a winning formula, your mantra of high performance, high reliability, easy integration, and easy management. Now, as you can see, there are changes in format now for our next session, which is going to be led by Joe Barrett, who is the president of the Global Mobile Suppliers Association. And Joe, if I could ask you to come up on stage. Just for a second, Joe, just for those who don't know what the GSA is, do you want to give us a quick brief?
Yes, actually, this month is our 25th year anniversary of supporting the global mobile ecosystem through our supplier organizations. So, so it's a big year for us. Doing lots of research around 3GPP technologies.
Well, happy anniversary. The stage is now literally set for your session, so I'll leave you to it, Joe.
Thank you. And it's good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here, invited by Huawei to this very special event. As you may know, as Kevin said, if you don't know, GSA is 25 years old. We've been doing lots of research in what's actually happening today. Over 160 reports on our website. Please download, just go there, gsacom.com, and download them for free. So what we're doing now is we've seen that 5G has been developing a lot faster than 4G, and that we are now entering the era of 5.5G. And we're moving from proof of concept and verification to commercial deployment. And in recognition of this, we are now welcoming you to this opening ceremony, this launch ceremony of the global 5.5G network pioneers, recognizing those companies. So we are excited to see so many operators around the world driving the adoption of 5.5G key technologies, verifying the values, and building the 5.5G ecosystem. These operators have launched or are about to launch their own 5.5G innovations. Today, we are joined by some of those leading operators. and we are proud to recognize them as mobile industry pioneers. This will be a moment to remember as 5.5G becomes a reality. So I'd like to invite those guests on stage to stand behind the buttons here where their names are to join this ceremony. So please join me. Kiao Ming, President of Wireless Solutions of Huawei. Thank you. Bid El Halayib, Infrastructure VP of STC Group. Ismail Mohammed, Head of Service Delivery Technology and Implementation at Du. Said Abdullah Al Ajmi, Technology and Innovation VP at Omantel. Mohammed Abdulaziz Al Najaidi, CTO Delegate of Zain KSA. We've already heard from Sheldon Yao, CTO of Hong Kong Telecom. Goijin Pan, Chief Innovation Officer and General Manager of Network Product Innovation Center at China Unitcom, Guangdong. Hamid Hussain, Zain Kuwait, Network Engineering Division. And finally, Anas Al Kousi, Oradeo of Kuwait. So welcome everybody to this ceremony. So if you can just hover your hands over above the buttons, and when I get to 1, if you can all press at the same time. So as we count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations everybody, please look at the cameras, take some pictures. Okay, thank you everybody. If you would like to leave this side, maybe. Thank you. Just to point out that everybody was in alphabetical order, so the logos were alphabetical order, no priority. So thank you. So thank you again. And now I'll hand the floor back to Gavin. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. And congratulations to all those just recognized as we deconstruct the set again. Joe, can I just ask you one more question about the GSA? As I understand it, you've got lots of working groups, including one on fixed wireless access that's of relevance to 5.5G and what we've been talking about today. Can you just give us a bit more info on that working group?
Yes, I mean, it started 2.5 years ago. It's actually led by Huawei, who was the chair, doing a great job. Now of 54 members from around the world, and really driving that fixed wireless access business case, which we've seen and heard a lot about the past few days.
Terrific. Well, thank you very much again for chairing that session. So Joe Barrett, thank you. As Joe said, I think that does mark a real moment in the development of bringing our forum theme to life, that bringing 5.5G to reality for everyone. And I'm sure there'll be many more launches and ceremonies to come in future. Huawei's wireless solution has never really stopped innovating and exploring new capabilities. And it's fitting that Kiao Ming, as you just saw, the president of Huawei Wireless Solution, was recognized just now on the stage as one of those being celebrated for 5.5G. and the work that he and his department and business group are doing. So for the last of the keynote speeches today and bringing this session to a close, can I hand over to Chao Ming, and he will show how relentless the demand is for those continuous innovation breakthroughs. Chao Ming.
Good morning, old friends and new friends. Welcome to this Global Mobile Broadband Forum. In the past days, we have deeply discussed the network evolution and fully shared our experience about 5G business development. Today, I will share our thinking about the latest industry trend and introduce our latest solutions. After nearly 5 years of development, 5G industry is on fast track. There are now more than 260 5G networks and more than 4 million 5G sites globally. We forecast by the end of this year, the 5G users will reach 1.5 billion. The development of 5G is much faster than 4G during the same period. In terms of reaching 50% population coverage, 5G will lead by 2 years. When looking at 50% terminal proportion, 5G again exceeds 4G by 2 years. In hitting 1 billion users, 5G is 3 years ahead of 4G. 5G has become the new engine of the digital economy. Compared to last year, 5G contribution to the digital economy increased by 50%. 5G industry projects and 5G private networks increases by 3 times. 5G is accelerating digitalization in many industries. For healthcare, 5G telemedicine and remote surgery enabling more efficient usage of medical resources. For example, in Thailand, they are planning to transform 19% of rural hospitals to 5G hospitals. 5G is changing mining work as well. In China, with 5G remote control, 60% of the underground work can move above ground. 5G is upgrading the manufacturing industry. In media factories, 5G provides full connection for all equipment, just for quality detection. Efficiency has been improved by 50%. 5G also brings changes to logistics. Now, there are more than 100 5G ports globally. The overall loading and the logistics efficiency is improved by 75%. 5G impact only just begun to search. It will open the door to an intelligent world with new experiences, new collections, and new applications. In the latest Intelligent World White Paper for mobile network, Huawei and our industry partners discovered major upgrades happening in 5 connection areas. For people and home connections, 5G is opening the way to immersive experience by enabling the wide spread of glasses-free 3D and XR. For scenes and industries, 5G is expanding connections to full scenario and core production process to achieve 100 billion network connections. 5G is also exploring the vehicle business. 5G vehicle and cloud, vehicle and road collaboration will make intelligent transportation possible. This year, people connections have reached a turning point where immersive experiences are becoming a reality. For devices, glass is fully 3D is under fast development. Just this year, a series of 3D pads and phones have been launched. Meanwhile, mainstream XR devices are supporting 8K resolution, delivering deeply immersive experience. As for content producing, AI-generated content will take over UGC and PGC, and greatly improve the efficiency of creating 3D content. With AIGC and new devices, 3D gaming, video, and live streaming will become world common for our daily life. So I believe in the next 2 years, we will see the booming of immersive applications. This requires advanced network capabilities, such as 10 Gbps speed and 20 millisecond low latency. FWA has already been a successful 5G business for operators. Now, various smart home devices are creating new opportunities. Imagine this. When you get home, you can enjoy 3D television, play cloud games, or do VR exercise all smoothly and instantly. When you go out, you can check your home status remotely through smart cameras and different sensors. However, to expand home business, operators need to improve uplink and downlink speeds and latency, and provide differentiated service assurance. With more spectrum, like millimeter wave, and cheaper CPEs, home connections upgrade will arrive sooner than we expected. Another important upgrade is the extension of IoT boundary. In some countries, the number of cellular IoT connections has exceeded that of people. 5G IoT technology continues innovating to enhance capabilities and reduce costs. This will enable 100 billion level connections. For medium and high-speed IoT connection, RedCap technology is under full speed development. RedCap has an enhanced reliability and low latency, but with lower cost and less power consumption. RedCap has been commercially used in power grids. It helps to control the load of power grids in seconds and reduce the power outage area by 80%. Another key innovation is partial IoT. It uses wireless signals to power battery-free tags. The cost of partial IoT tags is less than $0.50. Meanwhile, partial IoT improves coverage by 10 times compared with RFID. Partial IoT will play important roles in logistics, retail, and manufacturing. For example, Haier, a global home appliance supplier, uses it for clothes management. Partial IoT helps to monitor washing process. This reduces clothes damage and saves water by 38%. For weak industries, 5G has already proven to improve productivity. The typical applications include video bank hall, remote control, and AR/VR assistance. But we can do more. By providing lower latency, higher uplink, and better reliability, we can enable cloud PLC, home machine collaboration, and 3D machine vision. These new applications support a 5G fully connected factory and bring flexible production into reality. For example, in car manufacturing, 5G cloud PLC reduces wires or cables that can cause wear and tear. it decreases 80% of downtime and increases the order delivery by $100 million per year. 5G is also bringing new value to vehicles. There are currently 300 million connected cars in the world. The 5G penetration in new shipped EV cars reached 19% in leading markets. The vehicles are accelerating towards intelligent and connected. 5G V2X will open a new era for the industry. According to our test in Beijing, vehicle road collaboration can reduce traffic accidents by 60%, improve traffic efficiency and transportation speed by 20%. During the test, 5G commercial network offers the required 20 milliseconds low latency at 99% reliability over UU interface, which reduces V2X networking cost. In other words, it is time to upgrade connections of people, homes, things, vehicles, and industries, as mentioned above. We need to get the network ready. 5.5G is well timed. It improves existing capabilities by 10 times and brings many new capabilities. These include 10 Gbps downlink, Gbps uplink, 100 billion connections, and native intelligence. Besides, applications, network, and the industry chain are also ready for 5.5G. More than 20 operators have verified 5.5G capabilities in their commercial network. 5.5G chipset and modules have been released, and the first wave 5.5G devices are launched as well. Millimeter wave spectrum has been allocated in more than 20 countries. 6 GHz spectrum is also accelerating towards IMT identification. Release 18, the first 5.5G standard will be frozen next year. The time to act is now. We don't just plan the future, we create it. Today, on behalf of Huawei, I will release the industry's first full scenario, full series solutions for 5.5G to bring 5.5G into reality. These solutions come from Huawei's dedication to innovations like ultra-wideband, multi-band, multi-antenna, green, and intelligent. They will help operators build 5.5G network efficiently, delivering ultimate user experience, optimal network performance, and minimum power consumption. At the site level, we provide full series of products from sub-6 GHz to millimeter wave to deliver full scenario, 10-fold capabilities improvement from outdoor to indoor. At the network level, we enable extremely high energy efficiency with 0-bit, 0-watt solutions, improve spectrum utilization with full band pooling, maximize O&M efficiency with level 4 intelligence. TDD bands are key to delivering the ultimate user experience. Last year, we launched the innovative Meta AAU with extremely large antenna arrays, greatly improving TDD coverage and energy efficiency. Now, we upgrade ERAA with more channels and more bands. First is the industry's only 128 transmitter Meta AAU. Together with our leading extremely high resolution algorithms, the new Meta AAU improves user experience by 50% and boosts capacity to 12 Gbps. For multi-core TDD band scenario, we provide the industry's only dual band meta AAU with a unique design of antenna elements. It can make a high band co-coverage with low bands, like C band and 2.6 GHz in the Mid-East. With 3CC and 8R terminals, dual band meta AAU can provide ultimate 10 Gbps experience. Meanwhile, with high integration, it can save 30% rental cost in some markets. FDD have good coverage but narrow fragmented spectrum. Using wideband and multi-antenna to simplify FDD deployment and improve spectrum efficiency has become an industry consensus. This year, we upgrade FDD all bands with ultra-wideband beamforming to build ubiquitous basic experience for 5.5G. Our FDD mass MIMO has been widely commercialized and bring benefits for both 4G and 5G. Now, we are launching the industry's first triple band FDD mass MIMO with over 800 MHz IBW. It can support 1.8 GHz, 2.1 GHz, and 2.6 GHz in one box. With high precision beamforming algorithms, triple band mass MIMO achieves 10 times greater capacity and 10 dB coverage improvement compared with 44R. There is also industry's first triple band 8T8R with a unique true wideband hardware and power boosting software. It enables triple band dynamic power sharing to highest energy efficiency. Compared with 44R, triple band 8T8R improves experience by 40%, while reduce energy consumption by 30%. Millimeter wave has ultra large wide bandwidth, becoming a key band for 5.5G. Wide area coverage and mobility performance are top concerns for millimeter wave. Our innovations have overcome these concerns. We integrate millimeter wave AU with over 2,000 antenna elements, the largest scale in the industry. When deployed with C-band, it can provide aligned coverage. Leading hardware shall not leave advanced algorithm behind. We also upgrade iBeam software for intelligent beam management. For mobility scenarios, iBeam enables seamless beam tracking. In NOS, iBeam can adjust reflected beams to continuous experience. In Zhejiang, China, we have delivered millimeter wave continuous networking with 800 MHz bandwidth and a 4R device, 10 Gbps peak and 5 Gbps average experience can be achieved in moving cars. In Hong Kong, we also achieved continuous ultimate experience in a NOS scenario. As we all know, the door traffic density is 10 times that of outdoor. But the indoor experience is 10 times worse than outdoor, especially in airports, stadiums, malls, and so on. In the 5.5G era, the indoor-outdoor experience gap will further widen. As traditional DAS can't support new bands like millimeter wave, to address this, we need a new digital indoor system. For high experience scenarios like airports and malls, Lampersat X supports 5 bands in one box and supports millimeter wave as well. It has the capability to deliver 10 Gbps experience and 1 watt low power consumption in idle hours. For coverage scenario, like offices and parking, we offer medium power light set. It supports 2 watts for a single channel. It can be flexibly deployed with a high gain panel antenna or multiple passive antenna. Compared to traditional DAS, it reduces TCO by 10% for the same coverage, while improving experience by 35%. And the base stations and the module. Antennas are important for coverage and energy efficiency. Today, we release our new series green antennas to further improve energy efficiency by 25%, while improving coverage from 3 to 6 dB. To achieve this, we innovate 2 advanced technologies. First, unique STIF technology reconstructs the antenna architecture and reduces energy loss in feeding network by 15%. Second, meta-lens technology concentrates beam energy, improving RF efficiency by 10%. Nowadays, more than 20 operators globally have deployed energy efficient antennas. The new green antenna saves 25% of power consumption without affecting network traffic. Transmission network is important for 5G deployment. This time, new Magic Wave enables performance lifts and smooth evolution in all scenarios. In urban, the new E-band boosts capacity to 25 Gbps through 2T2R design. Transmission distance improved by 50% with higher power and smart beam tracking. In suburban, we upgrade traditional RF to 800 MHz IBW, 4 times over the industry. It provides more carrier aggregation and 5 dB higher system gain. The smaller antenna size can reduce TCO by 30%. For long-haul scenarios, multi-channel RFUs realize carrier aggregation for the first time, reducing hardware by 75% with 4 channels in one box, 4 bands in one antenna. The last is a brand new indoor unit. It supports 24 directions, 25 GE, and all bands, guaranteeing 10 years of seamless evolution for operators. Beyond innovative equipment, we also provide network layer innovations to improve 5.5G efficiency. The first is the multi-band coordination solutions, iHash band 2.0. It enables spectrum pooling for both uplink and downlink, improving multiple bands utilization. For downlink, multi-band serving cell unifies discontinuous spectrum in one cell, enabling ultra-wideband. Spectrum efficiency is improved by 40% compared with CA. NBACC helps to deliver 10 Gbps everywhere with flexible band combination. For uplink, SUL evolves to flexible spectrum access. FSA enables full band access and slot level carrier selection. In our test, FSA improves uplink spectrum utilization by 40%, upgrading uplink experience to Gbps. The second is about energy efficiency. In the 5.5G era, 0 bit, 0 watt will become the new benchmark of network. At the equipment level, our full series products support 0 bit, 0 watt through advanced hardware and software. We achieved the industry's first super deep dormancy with 99% shutdown ratio, and the industry's first millisecond level carrier and channel shutdown, brings an extra 10% power saving. At the site level, the unique power equipment and the main equipment synergy solution improves site energy efficiency by 5 to 10%. At the network level, iPower Star solution keeps evolving, providing our network energy saving strategies for every single site, improving network efficiency by 20%. More bands, services, and connections of 5.5G increase network complexity. In response to this, Intelligent RAN evolves from Level 3 to Level 4 automation to improve O&M efficiency. Personally, with prediction capability, Level 4 O&M move from reactive to proactive. During Hangzhou Asian Games, more than 50 emergency plans were generated in advance, ensure zero complaint. Secondly, Level 4 Intelligent RAN provides SLA assurance. Service experience moves from best effort to deterministic. In Europe, it helps to ensure ultra-high resolution live stream in 95% of scenarios. Finally, Level 4 Intelligent RAN provides multi-objective decision making, so as to optimize user experience and energy efficiency at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time to bring 5.5G into reality. The future starts today and begins with all of us. Once again, thank you for joining this year's Global Mobile Broadband Forum. And let's look forward together. Let's innovate together. And together, we will bring 5.5G into reality. Thank you. 谢谢。
Thank you, Xiaoming. Thank you. I'm sure we can absolutely all endorse that final message, that call for us all to work together and innovate together. And great to hear too about the launch of those all scenario, full scenarios 5G solutions. As I said, that concludes our keynote session today and the keynote speeches for the 14th Global Mobile Broadband Forum. And thanks to Mr. Chow, a very high note to go out on. I want to offer sincere thanks to all our guest speakers across yesterday and today. They've shared a lot about 5G and 5.5G innovations and business value. And it's pretty clear from all of them across the 2 days that we're in the very sort of safest hands possible as we continue along this path to sustainable growth in the ICT industry. I hope you've enjoyed the presentations. I would just ask you to give a collective round of applause for all our speakers for one final time. And then finally, just